Still to come, the main event tonight between Erik Morales and Manny Pacquiao. That's the reason the arena is nearly full. That's the reason there are more than 400 media-credentialed boxing reporters here. That's the reason that people are up all night in the Philippines to watch their national hero. Last year, when Manny Pacquiao emerged from a bizarre fight with Juan Manuel Marquez here as the recipient of a draw decision in a fight in which he had knocked Marquez down 3 times in the first round, we all thought that's the ideal pretext for a rematch. But when Marquez asked for more money than the Pacquiao people thought was right for this fight, Erik Morales, smarting from his loss to Marco Antonio Barrera, stepped in and with his greater marketing power seized this opportunity.
Tonight, 2 indomitable forces collide.
Erik Morales stalking and attacking. Manny Pacquiao is a storm.
In a dream matchup for fight fans, 2 of boxing's most electrifying warriors face off.
Pacquiao tries to finish Barrera. Here comes Morales. Barrera's gonna fight fire with fire.
2 fighters who give everything they have.
Both have the hearts of champions.
In 2004, Erik Morales and Manny Pacquiao gave us 2 of the sport's most stirring fights. Last May, against featherweight titleist Juan Manuel Marquez, Pacquiao attacked from the opening bell.
He fires the straight left hand, and there's the punching bout. 3rd knockdown of the first round. There's a hard right hand by Marquez that jolted Pacquiao. They get ready to trade again. Fight comes alive. What a fight!
6 months later, Erik Morales wrote his share of the 3rd chapter of one of boxing's most storied rivalries ever.
Barrera stepping inside and hammering Morales. This is brilliant Barrera stuff. Now it's Morales who's getting off and beating Barrera to the punch. A raging passion on the part of both fighters. They'll savagely trade until the final bell. Yes!
Tonight, it's one man's strength and savage intensity against another's raging bull ferocity. Boxing's version of March Madness. Erik Morales takes on Manny Pacquiao next.
It is time for our main event. Erik Morales against Manny Pacquiao. Morales may be perceived as the bigger man, having won titles at featherweight and at 130 pounds, but Pacquiao is the betting favorite, most likely because of his emphatic 11th round technical knockout of Marco Antonio Barrera in November 2003. Morales versus Pacquiao is being brought to you by MGM Grand, the city of entertainment in Las Vegas, and HBO PPV, the best in pay-per-view entertainment, brought to you by HBO. He may have lost a majority decision to Marco Antonio Barrera in their November rubber match, but you have to give Erik Morales tremendous credit. Tonight, in his coming back fight, he faces another of the world's best in Barrera beater Manny Pacquiao. And Pacquiao may have taken the measure of Barrera 16 months ago, but that was at 126 pounds. Manny fights tonight at 130 for the first time in his professional career against an opponent who has watched his every move for the past year and a half. Welcome back, live at ringside. The preceding section, those last 3 minutes or so, all on videotape, and while that was taking place, the scene here in the arena, as raucous, as wild, as loud, as festive as we've ever seen anywhere before a big fight. This place is a madhouse tonight. And Larry Merchant, it's a madhouse because of the extremely passionate support that Erik Morales gets from his fans from Tijuana and all over Mexico, that Manny Pacquiao gets from his fans in the Philippines and all over the Pacific Rim? Is there any way to measure the inspiration that the two fighters get from their respective followings?
Well, we can start by measuring the sale of socks in Manila.
Okay.
After that dramatic draw with Marquez last May, Pacquiao said that he had suffered from blisters on the bottom of his feet because of thin socks he wore. The result? He got an endorsement for thicker socks with his picture on them. In other words, a pop idol's fans were turning his lemons into lemonade. Mexican fans once virtually sainted Marco Antonio Barrera for disposing of, for showing that their fighters were the best fighters in the world when he defeated Prince Nassim. And tonight, Morales expects the same if he beats Pacquiao. Despite his 2 losses to Barrera, that he will be restored in full as a hero. Jim, given the high expectations everyone has of this fight, it's almost as if the loser will come out bigger than ever before.
Well, it shows tremendous spirit for both fighters to have wanted this fight, in particular off what Pacquiao's done in the last few years. Nobody really wants to fight Manny Pacquiao, or so it would seem, but Erik Morales did. And that's part of what has made him such a great fighter over the years, is his courage, Roy Jones, his desire. But if this fight is going to come down, as many people think it will, to which guy can take the other man's punch? Does the advantage lie with the bigger, more experienced Morales, or does it lie with the knockout sensation of the lower weight classes, Manny Thunderstorm Pacquiao?
Well, normally I would say that lies in the favor of Morales. Mainly because he's a bigger fighter, he's taller, he's been through more fights, he's taken a lot more punches. We've seen him take a lot bigger shots than we've seen Pacquiao take. However, being that he's coming off such a hard fight so quickly, 4 months ago he was just in a real brutal battle with Barrera. That makes me start to second guess his ability to take a punch tonight. And to be honest with you, Pacquiao is no slouch when it comes to punching power.
A lot of people think that Erik Morales' best chance to win this fight is to discipline himself and box. Amid this crowd, in this atmosphere, that won't be easy.
No
what a night. Let's get ready now for the tale of the tape. Erik Morales against Manny Pacquiao, and remember, it's Pacquiao's first fight at 130 pounds. He weighed in a half pound under the weight limit easily. Erik Morales had to take off all of his clothes to weigh in right at 130. Tonight, Morales has put on 10 pounds to go up to 140. Pacquiao, 9 up to 139, or 9.5 up to 139. They are functionally the same size as they go into the ring. Morales is taller. Pacquiao has the longer arms. Both are hard punchers. This should be great. Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Erik Morales-Manny Pacquiao fight is scheduled for 12 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. In case the cut is caused by an accidental headbutt, we go to the scorecards if the 4 rounds have been completed, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 12th and final round. Jim.
Thank you very much, Harold. Pageantry now. Let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would everyone please rise for the national anthems for the 2 home countries of the fighters in the main event. First up here to sing the national anthem of the Philippines, please welcome Lonnie Misalucha.
Bayang makinig, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pa sisil, sa dagat bundok sa simoy at sa langit mang bughaw. May dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwang hatid pagsinta. Buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng pag may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem of Mexico. And here to perform it, Mario Tadeo Hernandez.
Mexicanos al grito de guerra, el acero aprestad y el bridón, y retiembla en sus centros la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón. Y retiembla en sus centros la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón. Ciño patria, tus sienes de oliva, de la paz el arcángel divino, que en el cielo tu eterno destino por el dedo de Dios escribió. Mas si osare un extraño enemigo profanar con sus plantas tu suelo, pienso, patria querida, que el cielo un soldado en cada hijo te dio, un soldado en cada hijo te dio. Mexicanos al grito de guerra, el acero aprestad y el bridón, y retiembla en sus centros la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón. Y retiembla en sus centros la tierra al sonoro rugir del cañón. ¡Viva México!
We are moments away, ladies and gentlemen. In attendance here at ringside tonight, the greatest running back in NFL history, Jim Brown. And ladies and gentlemen, earlier tonight, you saw this man's son fight. He's still an undefeated fighter, but he is here at ringside tonight, and on May 28th, it'll be adios as he fights his final bout on pay-per-view, May 28th. Ladies and gentlemen, he is recognized with his over 100 victories as the greatest champion out of Mexico in history. De Culiacan, Mexico, the three-time world champion, Julio Cesar Chavez.
What you want to see on a fighter like Morales.
Very smart.
And I think he's trying to get the fight into the late rounds where he feels that Pacquiao may run out of some steam.
He may also be trying to drain some of Pacquiao's confidence by giving him the same picture Marquez gave him during those last 7 or 8 rounds when Marquez was dominant.
And that's what it looks like he's doing, but right there he has to be careful not to get caught with the big punches while he's doing this.
Pacquiao twice to the body. Joe Cortez says, keep your heads apart.
Good straight right lead by Morales.
Drove Pacquiao back. Now he lands the left too. Hard right hand coming up underneath by Pacquiao. And a left hand to the body. But Erik Morales has taken 36 rounds worth of body shots from Marco Antonio Barrera. He's been in with some of the best in that regard. Pacquiao getting back up on his feet and using his speed a little more. That's what Freddie Roach told him to do.
Well, they say the way to try to control quick hands is with a jab. Morales hasn't used it that often.
Morales is picking his spots. He's slowing the pace, and he's starting to land very accurately with his left hand on Pacquiao's face.
That was a good jab, a good right hand, a good left hook by Morales.
It's going to make it very hard for Pacquiao to get off if Morales can put him on the defensive from this kind of fighting style. Now Pacquiao lands and drives Morales into the corner. And Erik is just avoiding the big stuff and allowing Pacquiao to tap him to the body.
You want to make him work and get him tired.
A very smart fight by Erik Morales so far. And he bangs Pacquiao with two right hands. And Manny tries to fire away, and Erik still picks his spots and lands accurately.
And Manny just landed that ice, but it didn't do nothing to Erik.
Yeah, Erik has an iron jaw and has had all of his career.
Took a hard left hand, landed a body shot, and another right hand upstairs. Crowd is getting very excited.
And Pacquiao's getting very tired. The pressure this big fight is getting to him.
This is a brilliant round for Erik Morales, who has given Pacquiao a whole new look and made it work.
The pressure is getting to Pacquiao because he has something to uphold here, and Erik has something to prove.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for? We got the water here. That's it. Deep breaths. You're doing fine. It's okay. Everything you're doing is fine.
Okay. You pay attention. After the combinations, you pay attention. You gotta move your head. Yeah. All right?
Tá bom.
Right. Manny, do not take this guy lightly. Don't play with him. When you hurt him on the ropes here, you take advantage of him, okay? All right? Yeah. Deep breath.
Second time, guys.
Deep breath. One more. Okay.
A note of concern in Freddie Roach's voice as he says, hey, you're not supposed to...
And now we can see if he can control Pacquiao with his jab and occasionally flurry with him on the ropes.
Harold Edelman says to us that if the referee, Joe Cortez, is the one who ruled that the cut was caused by a punch, not a headbutt, that decision can't be changed. Pacquiao clearly feels as though he's going to need a knockout. He's trying to get it now.
Yes, he is.
So the excitement doubles as Manny Pacquiao senses that he's in a desperate situation with the cut next to his right eye. The hottest knockout machine in the lower weight classes needs a knockout.
And they're both exchanging some good body shots in here.
Good flurry by Pacquiao. Gets to the body. Morales seems to be taking the round off a little bit.
It seems like he's taking a little break, maybe a little tired, maybe a little windy, or he could be playing possum. You never know about trilogy.
They want to let Pacquiao punch himself out a little bit and then turn things around like this.
You never know about trilogy. He's a smart fighter. He's been doing this for a while. This ain't his first big fight, and this ain't his second or third either.
Born in a boxing gym.
Good jab by Trilogy. If he uses that jab, he'd make it a very difficult night for Manny.
Stopping Pacquiao right in his tracks. Every once in a while, Pacquiao races forward and fires the left-hand lead. But as long as they stay at distance in a boxing stance, Erik Morales has the advantage. Bigger and a better jabber.
Good jab. Trilogy boxes for a little while, then he tests Pacquiao to see if he finished yet. Then he boxes for a little while, then he tests him again to see if he finished yet.
The vast difference in experience has shown up Erik Morales is in command of a big fight, the way he has been so many times in his career.
Give it a toe. All right, deep breath, son. Relax, easy. Let him breathe. Calm down, brother. All right, nice deep breath, son. All right, Manny. Manny. Now here.
Just relax.
You cannot wait on this man, okay? The fight is to back him up. All right? You've got to back this guy up with the jab and go in combination, okay? All right. Here's jab.
The fight is turned more tactical, but
By left and another straight right hand.
Morales is an orchid that grew up in a ghetto. Pacquiao is an orchid.
Pacquiao. People are standing on their feet in the bleachers, way up in the upper regions of the arena.
Come on. Let's go.
There isn't an empty seat. House is configured to hold 14,000 plus. It's about as wild a crowd as we've seen since the night we spent in a Tijuana bull ring with Erik Morales against Junior Jones.
I think Morales has answered all the questions about whether he would still be fresh, still be strong after just 4 months from that emotional showdown with Barrera.
He answered those quickly.
In the middle of the week, Morales' Mexican promoter, Fernando Beltran, after listening, oh my goodness, stop the story and cover the action as they trade shots viciously again. At a news conference, Beltran listened to Pacquiao's people talking about how Manny was going to attack Morales and maybe take him out in a round or two. And after about 20 minutes, Beltran had heard enough and stood up and took over the microphone.
It could easily be 5 rounds to 4 for Pacquiao.
One thing I think Roach told Pacquiao in the corner that was very smart was that to put the pressure on Morales, because if there are any effects from the Barrera fight, they would show up now that he's fatigued.
Some people thought that Erik Morales was coming back too fast after a big fight with Marco Antonio Barrera, that it was too much too soon. But again, born in a boxing gym, has had an extremely active career, loves to fight, probably less susceptible to that problem than most. They're still trading, and it's going to get hot again down the stretch. What a right hand by Morales. Pacquiao's in trouble. Morales wobbled him with that right. Let's see if Erik can finish his man. Pacquiao with a blistering right. He's got his legs back.
We're in Barrera-Morales.
He lost
territory here.
Pacquiao's mouthpiece is out.
Morales better be very careful here. He's trying to get him, but he better be very careful. And Pacquiao is fighting back like a madman.
I think it's Pacquiao's mouthpiece.
Yes, Pacquiao's mouthpiece, without a doubt.
Look at Pacquiao strafing Morales with left hands, even while fighting without the mouthpiece. And now Morales gets his shot. Joe Cortez can't find a low.
Time.
Finally, has to call time to create the opportunity to give Pacquiao the mouthpiece. And of course, Morales' fans didn't want that at all.
I don't think Morales minds.
Morales squats in the corner. Fatigue may well be setting in.
Oh, yeah.
Mexico is the champ. And incidentally, for his part, Marco Antonio Barrera went on record publicly as saying, I want Erik to win the fight. I root for all Mexican fighters. For his part, Morales said, I don't believe it.
I believe it.
I do too. I think Barrera will be very happy if Morales wins this fight. Good right hand by Erik Morales to punctuate another round in which he was tactically superior.
Got it. Sit down, relax. Come on, let him breathe in.
Bend your knee so you got more forward.
Okay.
11th round coming up.
Okay. Vaseline. Deep breath. Give me a ring. Okay, relax.
It's 2 rounds now. Don't get overconfident, but we got it. But keep sticking with that left. Don't let him take a deep breath. Don't let him breathe.
Here you see Pacquiao on the attack, and Morales comes over the top with the overhand right that he continuously comes over to break up everything that Pacquiao is doing. And right here, Pacquiao blew his own mouthpiece out after a missed punch, so that wasn't caused by a punch.
Salamat. Jim?
All right, thank you very much. Aside from the gloves, of course, how might a rematch look different?
Well, I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see. But like you told you, styles make fights. I take my hat off to Manny Pacquiao because being that he has had chances to where he didn't want to continue in fights, this was the perfect opportunity for him to pull out of a fight or not to continue. And he bit down like a true champion does and finished his fight brilliantly. So my hat goes off to Manny Pacquiao. He tried everything he could to come back and capture a victory in this fight. He did everything he could give his fans. His fans have nothing to be ashamed of. As a matter of fact, they should praise him because he has showed a big improvement over the years of boxing.
Erik Morales has already gone through 36 of the greatest rounds in boxing history with Marco Antonio Barrera. One of the reasons that I think he lost last fall, and I think you agree with me, was that he was kind of angry about being in that fight. It wasn't something he particularly wanted to do. Would he want to do it anymore a 4th time?
I don't think he'd want to do it a 4th time. I think he's happy with what has happened. He's happy with his victory tonight. I think, just like you think, I think he wasn't interested in the Barrera fight. Not saying that it would have been different, but I don't think he truly was as interested to beat Barrera as he was to prove that he could upset Manny Pacquiao tonight, because it meant more to derail a guy that's on the way up than it did to beat a guy that you fought 24 rounds with already.
Indeed, and now that Erik has gotten himself back to the position that he's in, he may want to use this to freeze Barrera a little bit and stop Marco from making the money that he might make. Not to mention, of course, he's not at all interested in Marco having 3 wins out of 4 against him. He would only take the fight if he was pretty sure he was going to win it. Larry, it was another amazing evening. A brilliant and vicious battle between 2 guys who will surely wind up as among the most remembered fighters of this era.
Jim, how often is it in this life that you have high expectations and they are met or even surpassed in anything? I've often mentioned the theater of the unexpected. Things happen in a ring that you can never anticipate. We try to be smart enough to look at all the possibilities, and something else happens invariably. Well, this is the theater of expected, and I'm all for that too.
And can we top it? Well, probably not, but of course we'll try. Let's look ahead to some upcoming programs on HBO pay-per-view boxing.
On this night of champions, Mexico is king. World champion Marco Antonio Barrera rules his division and defends his title against the #1 contender, South African Mazanke Fana. Ivan Hernandez battles Fernando Montiel for the Junior Bantamweight Championship. Plus, Juan Lozcano and Olympian Abner Mares. Viva Mexico, Barrera versus Fana, heading up a night of Mexican pride. Saturday, April 9th, live on pay-per-view. Contact your pay-per-view provider to order. A superstar on the road to glory, Trinidad is in devastating form. A true champion ready for the spotlight. Wright wants to stop him in his tracks. When invincible meets indomitable, it's a head-on collision. Trinidad versus Wright, Saturday, May 14th, live on pay-per-view. Contact your pay-per-view provider to order. Is the light at the end of the tunnel an oncoming train?
Morales versus Pacquiao has been brought to you by MGM Grand, the city of entertainment in Las Vegas, by Smart Pedala, the world's first international cash remittance through text, by Corona Beer, and by HBO Pay-Per-View, the best in pay-per-view entertainment, brought to you by HBO. We'd like to thank our internet partners and the following magazine partners. And now for our entire crew, I'm Jim Lampley saying so long from Las Vegas, Nevada.